What's up guys, it's your boy Turnbuster65 back up in this, and today we are playing the Talos Principle, showcasing the missing puzzles in World B and more. We begin this video by going through the missing puzzles of the game so far. We only missed one in World B, and that was back at the Road to Death in Sector 1. I couldn't complete it at the time because I had no clue how to until I completed Sector 7 of the game and discovered that you could place cubes on orbs' heads. So first things first, get the jammer, jam the orb, then you want to place the cube on top of the orb's head, allow it to proceed to walk the path, then you will go to the other side, grab the cube from its head, place it onto the red button, and now you have your puzzle piece. So I lied. I completely forgot about the higher ground puzzle in Sector 2. I should have got this at the time, but to begin we have these two outside jammers and one inside jammer. First, you're going to get these two blue gates that you see a pair of keys on. Go grab those keys. Once you grab those keys, you're going to now take one of the outside jammers, use the inside jammer to go through this other gate, which beyond that you're going to see a door for the keys. Once you go through that door, you'll see a third blue gate, which will need the inside jammer, but we'll get to that later. Right now, go back, use one of the two outside jammers to get this blue gate, then take your inside jammer, go through there, you'll see a hole where you see those two orbs hovering. What I didn't realize at the time, what I realize now, you need that inside jammer to hold one of those two orbs in place. You're going to use that to disrupt the placement of the orbs. Go hold it for a few seconds or until the placement of them is far enough. Then go back out. Before you do, place your inside jammer like this. Trust me, you'll realize it later too. Go back out, take one of the two outside jammers, go do the same thing that you did with the inside jammer to these two pair of orbs on the right side. And once you got that done, use that same outside jammer to then go and disrupt that blue gate to the right. Now as long as you have your other outside jammer holding one of those two gates open, you're gonna be fine. Go back through, take the inside jammer to use to hold that blue gate open, go through with it. Now you're gonna disrupt the other blue gate and then just carefully proceed to weave through those pair of orbs. Once you've done so, you got your puzzle piece, and that's it. So we still have one puzzle incomplete in World A, and that is an escalating problem in Sector 3. Had no clue you can grab the jammer from that position, but you can. So once you already have the orb behind the gate, just grab the jammer there on the other side, then go up to this blue gate here to retrieve these keys. You'll use the keys to unlock this door. Once you have that done, go back and release the orb from its prison, then unlock the preceding two blue gates so that it can go destroy the turret. Once the turret's destroyed, you can go through the door and grab the puzzle piece. And now we have all the puzzles in World A and World B solved. Moving on to stars, we head back into World B and into Sector 1, beginning with the puzzle Something About a Star. Now, the solution to it requires a blue laser. However, there's a gate inside that requires a red laser. So what you need to do is go across that puzzle to the one called Window Through a Door, use that one's red laser, reflect it back over across if you align the laser reflector on the other puzzle right, and that should align with the gate to get your star. For the star in Sector 3, we first head to the whoosh puzzle, as I'm just looking around to see what I can do to get the star, and I happened to notice there was this nice little area with a ladder right there, so I was curious on how to get there. Here's how to do so. You place both of these cubes next to a fan, this fan in particular, then you're going to get onto the fan, onto those cubes, and then jump over this railing here, which you'll see a nice big old back area, and at the end of it there's going to be a button, which if you step on it, raises up this cube with the projector on there. So now you're going to need an extra fan to go back there and place the button onto it. But why do you need to place this fan onto the button and to elevate this box with this laser reflector? The answer will blow you away, as in head to the puzzle blown away, and you'll see a red thing in the sky. And there's also something here that doesn't relate to the solution, as you need a blue laser for the solution. But if you look to your left at the entrance, there's something red there, which means you need a red laser. Unfortunately, it seems you can't quite angle the beam over the gate, so you're gonna have to unlock that blue gate. Just as a reminder, if you forgot how to do it, I'll show you right here, as I did when I was initially going to do this. You're gonna need this cube to unlock the gate. Once you do, there'll still be a tiny sliver to pass the beam through, so ensure you angle this correctly. Place it right there gently. Once you do, you'll have your star for Sector 3, baby. So I made a gaffe while trying to get one of the stars in Sector 4 and forgot to record it. It's located in the right angle puzzle, so when you finish the puzzle, there's a second box behind a gate. You're gonna need that along with the other box to get this. Use one of the boxes to bully the poor Spike, then place the other one on its head, jump over the railing, and you'll get the star. Don't worry, because we're gonna return right back here, as this is part of the solution to get the second star in this sector. So as mentioned, we are back here in the angle puzzle, getting this box again, as we're going to need both of these boxes to do the same thing we did to get this first star. But this time we're going to be carrying one of these reflectors out of here. You can do both if you want, but only one is necessary for the second star. You're thinking this is going to be for another puzzle though, right? You're wrong. First, I'm going to take a quick trip to another puzzle here, which you can grab a reflector out of, which is a little bit more complex and also not necessary. You only need one, but if you follow this way, place this reflector right, get out through the gate, you can pick it up here and jump over this railing to take it out here with you. So now you have a second reflector, or you still have one reflector. But now onto the solution. Yes, after going around randomly, I found out that the Sphinx is where you need to point the beam at. Definitely was not going to figure that out unless I just randomly did it around. Unfortunately though, you don't need a red beam, you need the blue beam. So we're going to need to go to another puzzle that does it. There are 3 puzzles you can get this from, which are all back there. I chose to get the one through the redundant power supply puzzle because there's a sliver of a gap through there that you can get while I was moving around. So if you do it through there, you place it there, put it to the Sphinx heart, boom. There's also another puzzle you can do it from. I'm going to show that solution here. But once you get that beam shown into the heart of the Sphinx, the middle of it will open, you go right through, and you got your star. Okay, so in Sector 5, there's only one star that's on top of this monument. You need 2 puzzles to solve this one. The first of the 2 I recommend is to go to Slightly Elevated Sigil. Collect all the materials you normally would need for the solution. Once you have that set up, use one of the projectors to connect the beam to this end piece. Then quickly grab the other one, jump on top of the cube. You'll notice the railing, it's kind of jumpable, but if you jump on it, you actually can do that. So get on top, then you notice a good vantage point between the monument and this puzzle. Use the blue beam to connect to the monument. Now you got part 1 done, because unfortunately that's not it. You'll need a fan to get on top of there. Where you get the fan is at this next puzzle, a alley of the pressure plates. Now this one took me a long while because I thought initially of a different solution to use alongside the other puzzle, but what you want to do is to place the cube on top of the fan and have the projector on this red button before you go to do the record thing with this. Once out of the recording, you're going to grab the fan underneath. I did this a little bit differently because at the time I was a little bit dumb, but either way this is going to work because you can still light it with that virtual fan. Then you're going to use your projector here to connect this beam to the end piece. Quickly grab the fan, jump on top of the cube, then you'll take the fan to your monument. And now that you have both pieces of this puzzle together, just get up on top, collect that star, and you're done. There are 2 stars, both which involve this puzzle, A Fan Across Forever. The first one is just going to involve this. You see my setup, you're going to need all 3 boxes and then a couple of the other material. So you're going to jump on top of the boxes, do a little bit of platforming. You're going to make sure you want to carry something with you, whether it's a projector or in this case a jammer I use, which I already had up here. You're going to take it out of the level. You're going to head to the left of where I'm currently positioned. Walk across, there's a pyramid. You'll eventually see a button and a fan. Place a jammer on that button. The fan will propel you all the way up to that structure. And there's the first star. But let's return back to that puzzle now for the second star. Alright, the second star in Sector 7 is located in Bouncing Side by Side, which requires a red gate to unlock the star. This puzzle doesn't have it, so we return to a fan across forever, and jumping up on these rails you see a good vantage point of the other puzzle. We need two things from here. One is a jammer for one of the blue gates over there, and the other is a projector to use the red laser in this puzzle. For the other puzzle, just choose an angle that you can get it off here. What you do once you find that angle, go back to the other puzzle, get the projector, line it up with the gate, and now you have your second star. Moving on to World A, we hop into Sector 2. If you go around, you'll eventually find this blue gate with a star behind it. In order to unlock that blue gate, you need to go behind this door, which requires a pair of keys. You'll find the keys in this level called The Guards Must Be Crazy. Within the puzzle, once you complete the puzzle, there'll be a gate that drops. You'll find it in this hallway section right here. If you go past the gate, you look to the left, there it is. Unfortunately, I did the unorthodox method, which is go into the Coliseum steps and jump on this railing, which from there leads to the puzzle. But I ended up walking around finding the path to it, so whether you do it from the puzzle itself or how the way I do it, it's whatever. Once you grab the keys, you go back to the door. Through that door, you're going to find a jammer. You use that jammer for the blue gate to get the star. There you go. Alright, getting to Sector 6 here. This one is completely done within the sector. You don't need to go to any of the puzzles. So if you head all the way back here, you'll find a cube. And then there's going to be a rail that you can use this cube to jump over. Which if you do, there's going to be a star behind it. This rail in particular. There's also a terminal which I'm going to leave in here. And you can just read that all that stuff off the screen. But yeah. There's your star, and here's the terminal. Okay, getting to Sector 7, we start off with the puzzle Locked from Inside, which you see I have a setup going on with these projectors and a blue laser. You're gonna need this for a puzzle across this one. Yep, this is reminiscent of something you had to do for a star back in World B. So the puzzle across is two pesky little buzzers. Once you have that setup going with the one projector in that puzzle, you're going to take the other one, head up to this gate that requires a blue laser, set it up, and now you have your star in Sector 7. Alright, before we end the video, I want to go back to a puzzle called Don't Cross the Streams in Sector 4 of World A. So I showed off a solution that showed an exploit. This is how you actually solve it, by having a projector behind that thing. So you can allow the red one to go through. You get the gate open. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video. Subscribe to become a trader today. Peace.